In the heart of Somerset, England, lies a town steeped in myth and legend. Welcome to Glastonbury, a place where history and spirituality intertwine, creating an atmosphere of mystery and enchantment. A place where ley lines converge and where individuals seek to tap into the energies of the earth. Known as the Isle of Avalon in ancient times before becoming the present-day Glastonbury, this town has been a spiritual hub for thousands of years, attracting seekers of the divine from far and wide. Jesus, also known as Yeshua, is said to have come to Glastonbury as a boy, traveling here with Joseph of Arimathea, who was Yeshua's uncle. Joseph played a key role in supporting Yeshua's spiritual training and ministry, as well as providing support to the entire Essene family community through his financial resources, freighting boats and diplomatic skills. He was a spiritual adept in both the Essene and Druid traditions. He died in Avalon, Britain, in AD 62. This legend inspired William Blake to write the famous poem Jerusalem. And did those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountains green? And was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pastures seen? Glastonbury is considered to be the heart chakra of Mother Earth, with the ley lines of St. Michael and Mary Magdalene crossing over it. They converge at the Tor, which is located at the top of a small hill and forms part of the Avalon Range. Nestled just a stone's throw away from Chalice Well lies another sacred site, the White Spring. Once a Victorian reservoir, this place has been transformed into a unique temple and pilgrimage site, a testament to Glastonbury's deep spiritual roots. Its waters are known to have healing properties, drawing pilgrims from all over the world seeking solace and rejuvenation. The White Spring is dedicated to the goddess Brigid, the Celtic fire goddess and guardian of the sacred springs. Her power symbolizes new beginnings, fertility, and the transitional period from winter to spring. As you venture further into the temple, the perpetually burning Brigid flame greets you, a beacon of hope and renewal in the dimly lit space. Venture deeper, and you'll find shrines dedicated to the Lady of Avalon and the King of the World of Faerie. The Lady of Avalon, a guardian spirit of the land, is said to embody the essence of the Isle of Avalon. The King of the Fairies represents nature as wild, beautiful, majestic, diverse, interdependent, and powerful. He represents the Fae, the other world, and is King of the World of Faerie as well as all the nature spirits of this world. He embodies the unity of both worlds. As we leave the White Spring, we carry with us the essence of what it stands for. A celebration of nature, spirituality, and the mystical connection between the two. A must-visit for any seeker journeying through Glastonbury. One cannot talk of Glastonbury without mentioning its most iconic landmark, the Glastonbury Tor. Rising majestically above the flat, marshy Somerset levels, the Tor has been a beacon of spirituality since ancient times. It's all that remains of the 14th century church of St. Michael, now only a tower. For centuries, men and women have come here to celebrate Celtic, pagan, and Druid rituals and partake in ceremonies that go beyond current understanding. Its panoramic views are a sight to behold, while the myths and legends surrounding it are equally captivating. The Glastonbury Tor is often associated with St. Michael or the Archangel Michael. Some say it's the home of Gwyn ap Nudd, the king of the fairy folk. A hidden jewel in the heart of Somerset, Glastonbury Abbey is traditionally associated with the earliest days of Christianity in Britain, and figures such as Joseph of Arimathea, St. Patrick, and St. David. Followers and family members of Christ settled here within the 1st century CE and became a well-established Essene Druid community within the grounds of the monastery. As a place of learning and as a mystery school, it attained great stature. Set in 36 acres of parkland in the middle of the town, the once monastery at Glastonbury comes from charters of the late 7th century, which show grants of land made by 3 Saxon kings, matching the earliest archaeological evidence of a church. By 1066, the abbey was the wealthiest in England. Once a site of great religious importance, the abbey now lies in ruins, yet its spiritual significance remains undiminished. It's said to be the resting place of King Arthur and his queen, Guinevere. In 1191, tombs of King Arthur and Guinevere were discovered by monks. By the end of the 13th century, Arthur's bones were reburied in a lavish ceremony attended by King Edward I and Queen Eleanor. The histories, mysteries, and myths of Glastonbury Abbey define it as a place of extraordinary spiritual significance. These tales have only added to the Abbey's mystical aura, making it a must-visit destination for history enthusiasts and spiritual seekers alike. Glastonbury's spiritual journey wouldn't be complete without a visit to the Chalice Well, one of Britain's oldest holy wells. Nestled at the foot of the Tor, the well is shrouded in legend. Some believe it's the hiding place of the Holy Grail, the sacred vessel used by Jesus at the Last Supper. Some believe that the Holy Grail was a metaphor for the living bloodline of the Christ, who did come to settle in the Isle of Avalon due to the increasing number of Romans spreading throughout the various lands and forcing their customs upon the native peoples at the time. Although the Romans claimed they were there to maintain peace, Claudius's arrival in AD 43 saw neighboring peoples subjugated and some taken into slavery. The well's iron-rich waters, which flow ceaselessly, are said to have healing powers, attracting pilgrims from around the world. Finally, there's the town of Glastonbury itself, a place as quaint as it is mystical. With its unique shops selling crystals, books, and spiritual paraphernalia, the town exudes a spiritual atmosphere that's hard to ignore. As we continue our journey through the mystical town, we can't miss the Church of St. John the Baptist, standing majestically on the High Street. The present church replaced an earlier one. Though documentary evidence for St. John's survives only from the later 12th century, other evidence tends to suggest that a church existed on this site at a significantly earlier date. According to legend, the original church was built by St. Dunstan in the 10th century. But within its churchyard lies an even more intriguing spectacle. The Glastonbury Tercentennial Labyrinth was laid in 2007, a winding path designed for contemplation and spiritual awakening. But the churchyard's most legendary inhabitant is the Glastonbury Thorn. According to the age-old legend, Joseph of Arimathea arrived in Glastonbury and planted his staff on Weariall Hill. Miraculously, it took root and blossomed into the thorn tree which we would have seen today. Unfortunately, vandals destroyed the historic tree in 2010, whose roots can be linked back to the origins of Christianity nearly 2,000 years ago. The stump of this tree has also now been destroyed as someone returned 9 years later in 2019 to finish the job. It seems someone was determined there will not be a holy thorn growing on Weariall Hill. The Glastonbury thorn is unique in that it blooms twice a year, once in spring and again around Christmas, an unusual phenomenon that adds another layer of mystery to this already mystical town. As we stand here, one can't help but feel the weight of centuries and the whispers of legends intertwining with the spiritual energy that permeates this place. Glastonbury is not just a town, it's a spiritual journey, a place where history, legend, and spirituality converge. Some consider Glastonbury a vortex of spiritual energy, promoting personal growth and awakening. The ley lines are thought to amplify this energy, aiding seekers on their spiritual journeys. It's a place that invites you to explore, discover, and perhaps experience something divine. Whether you're a history enthusiast, a spiritual seeker, or just an adventurer looking for something different, Glastonbury offers a journey unlike any other. Glastonbury has become a center for New Age spirituality, alternative healing practices, and esoteric studies. Nestled on Magdalen Close, we find the charming St. Margaret's Chapel and almshouses. These historical buildings, dating back to the 13th century, 1250, were once a sanctuary for the poor and the elderly, offering them a place of peace and solace. The Hospital of St. Mary Magdalene may have been founded as early as 1264. Today, they stand as a testament to Glastonbury's rich history and enduring spirit of compassion. 700 years ago, this delightful and peaceful garden would have been inside the original hospital building. The chapel, with its delicate stained glass windows and serene ambience, exudes an aura of tranquility that invites introspection. Here, you can feel the spiritual energy of Glastonbury in its purest form. A visit to St. Margaret's Chapel and almshouses offers a quiet moment of reflection amidst the hustle and bustle of Glastonbury. This place is a hidden gem, a peaceful oasis that whispers tales from the past and provides a serene space for spiritual growth. So why not embark on this journey and see where it takes you? The mysteries of Glastonbury await. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Peace out until next time, my awakening wonders.